Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Programming with a Purpose. So today I am going to carry out a discussion on the topic that what are the different freelancing opportunities that are there for the developers online, and how is my personal experience with different freelancing platforms such as PeoplePerHour, Guru, Freelancer, Fiverr and Upwork. So let's get started with the discussion. So the first website that I'm going to discuss here is PeoplePerHour. They offer 3 months of free trial, and if you do not land a job during that time, you have to land 2 jobs or get $129 in your account by the end of any of the job. Then you have to pay a membership which is about $13.95 per month for 3 months. And it's quite fair in terms of filtering the quality of content, but it is harsh for new freelancers who are inexperienced and are just about to start their freelancing career. I did not get any interview offer because there was a very small job market for app development on PeoplePerHour at that time. I have applied on PeoplePerHour some 5 to 6 years back. So the talent was also less in the field of app development that caused fewer buyers to approach the website. Most work is related to web development, app and web design. So although I read great reviews about this website and I really wanted to try it, but I could not land a job on PeoplePerHour and obviously not using it at the moment. I had recently searched for some jobs on PeoplePerHour, and I can see a good amount of mobile developer jobs that are there on the platform now. But I cannot say much about this platform as I have never worked with any of the clients on PeoplePerHour. How is basically they're dealing with the freelancers and with the clients, and how is their conflict resolution. So PeoplePerHour will be rated average in my case for app development. If you have experience of working on PeoplePerHour, do share your experience in the comment section so people can benefit from your experience. And do let me know the area of expertise as well so people can relate to which fields are basically more helpful for working on PeoplePerHour. I did not spend much time on guru.com and hardly ever got any response from any client, and hardly ever got basically a job to apply on related to app development. So I guess it has the same problem that PeoplePerHour had at that time, that the market for app development is very small. So if you have any personal experience with guru.com, do let me know in the comments. The next website on my list is freelancer.com. So I created a profile on it long time ago when I was studying. So I did not have much practical exposure and practical experience. So I tried all sorts of jobs, but since it is one of the oldest website with not much freelancer protection mechanisms in place, you get scammed very easily. And no matter how less you bid as a small scale freelancer, there will always be hundreds of people that can bid less than you. I did land some jobs but never got paid for them. So I completed the work, handed over the work to client but never got paid, and I wasn't able to dispute the payment on that platform. But I know people personally that landed great jobs on freelancer.com, and the clients were great on freelancer.com as well. So it depends on your luck and expertise of your skill. So what I have observed in all this time is basically do not start off with freelancer.com if you are a beginner, because if you are a beginner there is a lot of scamming and exploitation for the beginners. And if you have experience, if you are basically qualified for a certain basically intermediate or expert level in a skill set, I think then you can apply on freelancer.com and you can land some very good jobs. So I will rate it above average in among all the freelancing websites. So the next website that is quite popular among the freelancers is Fiverr. So I have heard people talking about Fiverr greatly. So I thought to give it a try. So I have given it a try some 5 to 6 years back. I have created different type of projects from game to app development using all the skills that I have, and kept the cost quite low, like $150 for a Unity game. This is the cost after I gained experience in game development. I had almost 2 years of game development experience when I have created these projects on Fiverr. So guess what, I got a lot of offers, but everyone is like make a small level game, and they were paying a very small amount like $5 or $20 maximum, and mostly asked to work outside Fiverr, which is obviously a risk with the new clients. So I had to decline all the offers. Anyways, this was a long time back, so I haven't checked after them. Fiverr has made great changes to their marketplace, and it's not specific to development as well. So there are variety of skills that are available on Fiverr. So I guess it also causes an issue because people do not think it as a professional development platform. So you cannot land a medium to big development projects there. This is my observation. So if you have worked on different technologies on Fiverr, do let me know in the comment section, and what are your takeaways by working on Fiverr. So I could not find a serious buyer on basically Fiverr.com as far as my experience goes, but I've spent a little time on Fiverr. I guess if you give it enough time, it seems to be a very serious platform and you can land some very good jobs, because I have seen some great profiles and great reviews about clients and buyers and sellers both on that platform. So the next website that is my favorite and I have worked a lot of years on that website is Upwork. So my journey started off as a game developer in Unity, and I have learned all of these skills on my own. I am a self-learner in game development as well as in app development in Swift, with obviously a little bit of help from the people around. So initially I have got a lot of bad clients on Upwork. Why I call them bad is basically they stopped the project midway. They took the codes and did not answer back. Some took the initial build but no response. And I let all of these things slide because I was a beginner and I did not basically want to get into any controversy. They created a lot of fuss about the scope of projects. Some of the clients have given projects and committed to a certain amount, but they have increased work after committing to certain bills. Some clients were great, but the project halted due to their private or monetary problems. Some clients were really good. I had long-term relationship with them, and I have also worked on medium level projects with them. So there are all sorts of clients on any of the platform. One of the issue that I faced with a lot of clients is that it is difficult to make them understand that I am not a designer of the app but just a developer. So they either have to hire a designer independently on Upwork or some on other platforms, and some are willing to do it. Some basically wanted all of the work done by one person, so I have recommended that go to agencies because they usually have these designers and developers on board. So I had to decline some great projects because I do not have a designer that can work for me, and I did contact some independent designers, but since everyone has a rate according to their experience, so some were quite expensive, and the cost of the project wasn't that much that I could basically cut down a major amount for the design. And then there were some clients who have completed the project, but they were, due to some reasons, they were not able to make the project live. So obviously that did cause a problem in the sense that I do not have a live link of an app on App Store or Play Store to show it to my future clients in my portfolio. So these all sorts of problems and these sorts of dynamics are between a buyer and a seller on Upwork that I faced. So the rules of platform plays a major role in freelancing websites. Like previously, Upwork used to give 60 connects per month, which were enough to apply to different kind of jobs because I was working part-time, not full-time. But then they dropped to 20 and I guess now to 10 for a basic plan. And you can buy more with the cost of I guess $0.15 for one connect. So a lot of jobs require a lot of connects previously, but now they have changed it to basically this mechanism that you can bid with a lot of connects. Like some people have bid for jobs like up to 50 connects. So this causes a lot of cost on the side of freelancer, and obviously then it is difficult for the freelancers who do not have much experience and already struggling to get a job. So then inputting this much amount by a freelancer is tough. So the current bidding scheme is quite competitive because a person can bid with any number of connects to reach for a job to the client. I mostly worked on fixed price projects initially because I did not know how hourly worked, and that does provide payment protection, but I usually used to underestimate the cost and effort as a beginner, or sometimes the clients ask to basically adjust the budget because they do not have that much money according to my expertise. But on the other hand, the hourly projects, I have done a lot of hourly projects in the past 2 to 3 years, which were great, and you get paid for the exact effort that you put in. Upwork has a desktop app that captures screenshots after some random intervals and logs those, and according to that, the hourly basically your effort is calculated and applied, and then a total amount is calculated. I guess it is the same for most of the websites that allow the hourly rates to work. Also, after the project is finished, it is very important to ask the client to rate you, because some clients do not bother to rate you. But I have read somewhere that you cannot do this on Fiverr. You cannot ask explicitly to a client to rate you, because Fiverr is strict in some manner that it cannot allow you to share contact information, like even your Skype ID with a person, with a buyer or a seller. It is going to get your account suspended. But in Upwork, I have done most of the communication on Skype. Upwork is quite flexible in this basically aspect. So and also it does provide your protection, payment protection, and security and conflict resolution in some cases as well. Also, if they find a client suspicious, they are going to withhold your project, and you'll be not able to work on it. It is obviously for the protection of freelancers, so that a person cannot scam you. So there are very less scammers on Upwork. Yes, there are some attitude problems with some of the clients, but obviously that is with the freelancers also. They are humans. So you have to basically rate them after your completion of a project, so you can tell all the issues you have with the client on the rating tab, so that other people can know what is the real issue with the client, and they plan to work or not work with them in future. And also now Upwork, just like Fiverr, there is a project catalog that helps you to create a project, which basically is a way to show what you have to offer as an app developer. And once it gets approved, you can get clients through it as well. It is a new like I guess it is 1 or 1.5 years old feature, but it is a very nice addition, and I do not got any clients through this feature for now. So some of the takeaways from the discussion I've done is basically, when you are on a freelancing platform and about to start a project with the client, discuss all aspects of the projects with clients without considering that it will reflect bad on you for asking too many questions initially. Be clear with the scope of the project. If you are an app developer or a web developer, it's best if you take the design files, since that helps you to estimate the effort quite well. Create a nice portfolio and link all of your work to it. If you do not have some active links online, create the videos of your work and upload it on YouTube. Link it with your portfolio. Also, try to get hourly projects instead of fixed price on Upwork specifically. And there are some clients that have happily converted their fixed price projects to hourly on my demand. And also, you can always ask a client if they are willing to convert a project to hourly. So there will be a lot of clients that will be quite flexible in this regard. You can always recommend a client on improvements in technologies. Like I have recommended some clients to update their Objective-C code to Swift. Few of them agreed, but obviously if they have the budget and time, they will be happy to update their code, and you can get basically a new job through it. If you have experience, then charge according to it. Do not undersell your skills. It's unfair to you and to the freelancer community in general, because then there are other freelancers who are taking an appropriate amount for their work, and in competition they are going to lose. So do not sell your skills at a very low rate. Obviously you can set a low rate if you are inexperienced, but after a certain experience level, charge proper amount for your work. And also, I always wanted to create my presence on at least 2 platforms. This approach should be for all the freelancers, because platforms overnight changes their policies. Like in Upwork, it is difficult to land a job due to this bidding mechanism that is in place, and there are a lot of other changes that happened over the years that I've observed. So it might become difficult for a freelancer to work on a single platform and earn a good amount through it. So always consider 2 different platforms at one time, whichever you like, whichever works for you, so that you are able to basically generate a proper amount, and in case if one of it stops working, or basically there are issues with their policies, you can basically switch to the other platform. So this is all for the discussion. Do let me know in the comment section if you have experience with any of these platforms, and do you agree or disagree with the review of each of the individual platforms. Also, I would like to create another detailed video on Upwork, since I have a lot of experience of working on Upwork. So I will discuss it from the angle of freelancers, mainly app development, and also I want to discuss this aspect. What are the issues that are faced by the freelancers working in the South Asian countries, since it has a huge freelance market, and what are the actual challenges they face? So do let me know your suggestions and queries in the comment section. I'll be waiting for them, and do not forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Thank you for watching.